season's end is approaching, and if you're not in the market for a new bass boat, come check out our pre-owned inventory and see if there's any great deals for you. Angler's Choice Marine has the largest inventory of used bass boats in the country, with unbeatable prices and flexible financing to get you on the water fast. All Angler's Choice pre-owned boats have passed a 40-point inspection and are backed by a dealer 30-day warranty. Shop now at anglerschoicemarine.com and get ready for that next big catch.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. So if you saw the last video, the 13 minutes of me crashing out because I kept missing fish on the Berkley Chop block, I told you that I was gonna come back and make another video and try to mod this bait and come up with something that I thought would catch a few more fish. We're gonna take a look at the SB mod for this Berkley Chop block today and hopefully catch some fish. So I read through the comment section of the last video and you guys had some really good suggestions. A few guys said just to put a hook up on this front hanger because they're eating it head first, which I didn't really think about. It makes a lot of sense when you had the other hook set up where the hooks are out like this and they come up and eat the head and spit it out. Maybe they're not getting all the way to the hook points. I watched a few different videos on the bait and it seemed like other guys had no issues catching fish on the stock setup. So I'm not bashing Berkley by any means. It could very well be me just doing something wrong, or it could be that the bite is super finicky or the fish are eating this bait in a certain way that makes it really hard to hook them with that stock hook setup. So I think this mod will help you catch more fish, or if you're having one of those tough bites like I did, this may actually help you hook some fish, having that treble hook hang down. All right, so I had two different versions of this mod, and this one's still not perfect. It was mainly just to test it out, to see if I could actually start hooking some of these fish that I was getting bit from. But the first thing I did after the last video was I went home, I took it apart, I weighed the front section with the two split rings, the swivel, and the hook. Then I went and weighed the stinger hook as well, because version 1 had two trebles that were hanging from these little hook clips. But with this magnet on the chop block, the only place I really could put the other hook clip that I used as a hook hanger was right in front of it. So it was almost useless because this magnet was catching that treble hook that I put on there almost every cast. So I scratched the second treble hook idea and just put the old stinger back on that comes with it. But I think the biggest thing for me was at least having one hook that's hanging down below the bait. And I also wanted it to be weighted out the same way that it comes from Berkley, because I cannot hate on the way that this bait swims. Like, I'm very impressed by that. I don't know if I made that clear enough in the last video, but it's really legit. It truly is. Like, it looks awesome for, I think this is like a $24 bait or something. For 24 bucks, you can't really beat this little 8-inch chop block. Like in the last video when you saw me make that quick mod here on the boat, this is super similar to that, but what I did was I took one of the other snaps and swivels from another 8-inch chop block, added that onto this one, and then I pinched the hook hanger so it would just be able to fit the very end of this swivel. And it's gonna lay in there just like that. And from here, I tied 65-pound braid to the end of that swivel, and that goes straight to the Berkley stinger hook that came with it. I've thrown this around a bit today. I've had no issues with getting tangled almost at all. But we'll see how that continues for the rest of the day. But that's what we got. And again, yes, I could go further into depth with this and like make a small wire leader or use super heavy fluoro or mono, like any standard stinger hook setup. That's basically what this whole harness is. We're gonna throw this around, hopefully catch a couple fish today. We'll see how it swims. Again, it's weighted exactly how it comes from Berkley. I wanna say this front section with the giant hook that comes stock and the swivels is like 4.3 grams. And I put a size 2 Gamakatsu 2X strong EWG treble on there. And that's just what I had, and it was the perfect weight. So it would be exactly like how it came from Berkley. So I've been out the last 3 days. The last couple trips, the wind has been pretty bad, like blowing up to 25, 30 miles an hour. And I'm gonna take a look at the deep dive app real quick, see which direction the wind is blowing today, and then I'm gonna focus on some of those banks that have been getting hammered with wind over the last week. So I can see right here all of the banks that were just getting hammered. And there's actually one right behind me with a big rock bluff. I'm gonna turn around and fish that because that was getting blasted yesterday. I want to fish some of that bank. I'm gonna hop into some of the creeks as well because that's where it seems like the last couple days I've really been seeing a lot of fish and bait. So if you guys want to check the deep dive app out, I'll leave it linked in the description below. Let's go try to catch one. Come on, let's get a fish. God, that was sick. Yeah. Yeah. 4-pounder just came off of these rocks and smoked the Chopblock. Really pretty fish. I'm glad that worked. All right, let's let her go. See ya. I'll say the SB mod successfully worked. The hook clip still in perfect shape. The stinger still hanging on there good. It wasn't even tangled up. This section still could definitely be cleaned up a little bit, but I'm really happy with how that worked. All right. Water temp's cooled off a little bit over the last couple days actually. And I'm really stoked this worked. But I feel like I need to get a few more bites and see if I actually hook them before I get excited about it. Oh, that was awesome. That's a big one. Oh, and I pinned him on the stinger. Check that out. Got that one on the stinger hook. Unless he had the main hook as well, and it popped out when I flipped him in the boat. Probably another mid-4. Yep. 462. Awesome. Healthy fish. That was such a freaking cool bite. Everything's holding up. Looking good. Oh, might have spoke too soon. I guess that is one positive. If you're new to throwing glides or you like skipping docks with glides, this is a cheap one that you won't explode if you smash it into the wood. So I wanted to bust this 6-inch out real quick just to show it to you guys. I did not go over it in the last video, like almost at all. And this little guy definitely has its place, but for me, I'm sticking with that 8-inch glide the majority of the time. This little one, maybe great for smallmouth, maybe if the fish are eating smaller bait. I just personally don't throw a little 6-inch glide like this very often, but it does swim really well, just like the other two. It's not going to glide as wide as the other two just because there's way less surface area of the bait to make it cut out. But it has a really good chopping action, and it does have a decent little glide to it. I know it's going to be really hard to see, but let's see if I can get it a little closer. It's almost, I'm fishing this just like walking a dog. But it stays true. doesn't roll over, doesn't blow out, but it looks awesome. This actually might be one that I'm going to fish a little bit more. I didn't mod this one at all. I feel like with the bigger baits, they're usually eating a portion of it. With this one, they probably just suck this whole thing in. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end this one off. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're able to take some of these tips for modding out the chop block and it can catch you some more fish. This was not a dig at Berkley. I really do like the action of the bait. I just was losing my mind after missing that many fish. And I think that there could just be situations where they're eating the bait a certain way or they're swiping at it where that hook harness is just not going to get you hooked, whereas a traditional glide setup, you might still hook those fish. So, a couple other comments that I got. J. Dean, 1851, said to put a nose treble on, which is a really good idea. I should have just thought of that the first time. I'm actually going to do that with the 10-inch. Just put a small treble up front. A couple people suggested making the hook holder, the little clip, a little bit looser, which would make sense too, for it to pop out when a fish eats it. And other people said that they don't have any issues with hookups at all. So, again, this could have been just my experience with the bait. I'm glad that I went back and modded it a little bit, and I feel confident now that I can throw it around and catch the majority of the bites that I'm getting. Granted, I only had 2 bites today. I caught them both, so definitely better odds than, what did I catch? Well, actually, I caught 0 with it on the normal harness. 12 bites, 0 fish. Modded baits, 3 bites, 3 fish. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I hope the first video didn't scare you off from trying the chop block out. It actually is a really sick bait. You might just have to play with the rigging a little bit. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please click that subscribe button for me. We'll see you on the next one.